It was a quiet evening when I first saw her. I was walking home from work, taking my usual shortcut through the park. The sun had just set, leaving a purple haze across the sky, and the park was nearly empty. As I walked along the path, I noticed a lady standing by the old oak tree. She was holding a single flower in her hand, a deep red rose, its petals soft and delicate. She wasn't facing me, but I could see her clearly. Her long hair cascaded down her back, and her dress was simple yet elegant, almost out of place in the dim light. I paused for a moment, watching her, wondering why someone would be out here so late in such an empty park. She looked lonely, and yet there was something about her that pulled me in like a magnet. I tried to walk past, not wanting to stare, but something made me stop. Maybe it was the way the flowers seemed to glow in the fading light, or maybe it was the way she stood so still, as if she was waiting for something or someone. But there was no one else in sight. I took a step closer, my curiosity getting the better of me. "Excuse me," I said softly, unsure of why I was speaking to her. She didn't turn around, but I could feel her presence, like she was aware of me, even though her back was to me. She said nothing, but then slowly, she raised the flower to her lips and kissed it. The movement was slow, almost sensual, and it sent a strange chill through me. There was something hypnotic about it, the way she held that rose, like it was her only connection to the world. I felt my heart race. Something about her seemed off, but I couldn't look away. She finally turned her head, her eyes meeting mine, and it felt like she was looking deep into my soul. Her gaze was intense, almost too intense. She smiled, but it wasn't a friendly smile. It was dark, knowing like she had seen something inside of me that no one else had. Without saying a word, she held out the flower to me. "Take it," she whispered, her voice like silk. I hesitated. There was something wrong about the whole situation, something that made my skin crawl, but I couldn't resist. I reached out, slowly taking the rose from her hand. The moment my fingers touched the petals, a cold shock ran through my body, and I felt different. Like the air around me had shifted, becoming heavier, darker. She looked at me one last time, her smile widening. "You'll never forget me," she said softly, almost too softly to hear. Then, as if vanishing into the shadows, she turned and walked away, disappearing into the night. I stood there for a long time, staring at the rose in my hand. It no longer felt like a simple flower. It was cold to the touch, almost lifeless. But the strangest part? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't get rid of it. I threw it away, but the next day it was back in my room, sitting on my desk, just as fresh as before. Over the next few weeks, I began to feel watched. Everywhere I went, I felt eyes on me, even in the most crowded places. I could never shake the feeling that she was always just behind me, her presence lurking in the shadows, waiting. Her words echoed in my mind. "You'll never forget me," and I haven't.